Hey everyone, AC Fire here, and okay, so there's changes. I'll talk about them later, but right now, this is gonna be the review for episode 3 of Made in Abyss. So, in this episode, what happens really is that Rico wants to go to actually see if her mother is down at the bottom of the abyss, because that's the letter her mother sent to the people above the abyss. And so she wants to go meet her mother, even though it's been 10 years. And you would think that 10 years at the bottom of the abyss, wouldn't that be a little suspicious? But besides that, what happens? Uh, so we have Reg, who ends up becoming a red whistle after going through his first what's it called? Through his first cave raid, uh, or delve or dive or whatever, delve. I don't know, or like just looking for relics, along with Nat, who was his guide because he's already a red whistle. And we see that um, so it seems like Reg really is a robot, considering he wasn't affected by the curse of the abyss while Nat was. And Nat, because Nat felt nauseous, which would be like the curse at the after ascending the first level. But Reg didn't feel that at all, or the first layer, I guess. So it seems like Reg is basically invulnerable to this curse. Like he doesn't get affected by it at all, which kind of makes him want to go down to the abyss even more, because now he knows he it doesn't really matter if he goes up or down. Like, and he has a pretty strong build. Like he's made pretty strong, and seems to not be able to be like hurt easily. So of course he wants to go down even more to the bottom, see what exactly is the truth about him, and also he wants to help Rico out. And speaking of Rico, so Rico kind of has a fight with Nat, or like they kind of have an argument because Nat really doesn't want her to go down to the abyss. Uh, Shiggy he's kind of neutral. He's still sad though, but he's neutral about that. But Nat really doesn't want her to go because you could die in at the bottom of if going to the abyss. And you have to remember that ascending, the lower you go, the when you eventually decide to go up for even a little bit, the lower you are, the worse the curse is gonna be. We already know what the what's called the different ways the curse can affect you depending on the layer you ascend from. So there's that, and he really doesn't want her to go. So he eventually is so mad at her for wanting to go, and like he really doesn't want her, to the point where he even says that he doesn't believe her mother is still alive, that she is dead. And he could be right, and this letter could just be a farce. But we'll have to wait and see what happens, because honestly, not even in the manga we know really if her mother's alive or not. That's all I'm gonna say, because like we still don't know if she's alive or not. And or the people who read the manga, which includes me. But um, what else happened? Ray got squishy stones. I I don't know if I don't remember exactly if the episode addressed those stones, but in the manga, it does address it. So maybe if you're curious about if those stones, well, I call them stones for a reason. You don't know why, but those squishy things that are super strong, um, are you know what they are. Maybe next episode they'll address that. If they did in this episode, I don't remember exactly, but yeah. And Okay, so at the end, what happens is that Nat eventually, after realizing that he was being harsh, and then he also wants to help Rico out because Rico's his friend. So eventually, he helps them out, but helps Rico and Reg go because Reg wants to go with Rico and help her and protect her because she doesn't really have protection, and she would have wanted him to go anyways. But Nat helps them by guiding them through the wharf. And apparently, he was born there and he was raised by his sister, and then his sister died, which means that the story Reg used to get into the orphanage is the same is Nat's actual life. Like that's what happened to Nat. So that was how he got that story from. And so Nat helps them get to a point, to basically a point of descent, where the episodes the episode ends with Reg and Rico basically going down the abyss. So this is the beginning of the descent into the abyss, to the bottom of the abyss. So I like this episode. The art and animation still good, still great. The art looks amazing. I mean, I know I already said it. It still looks great, but dang, it looks really good. And I, it's weird. I, I don't know if I felt more or sadder this time than last time when I read it in the manga when they went down, because even I was almost tearing up from their when they were tearing up because Rico and Rig are not gonna probably see their friends anymore or anybody in the orphanage or anybody in Orth maybe for the rest like ever. Like maybe Rig because he's a robot and maybe he'll leave Rico. I don't know what's gonna happen again. I don't even we're not even there in the manga either, so don't worry about that. About us being spoiled about that. But really like maybe sadder for some reason. Maybe because I read the manga and I know what happens, so it's like seeing what happens with Reg and Rico makes me sad that they left this safe place behind that they call their home, or at least Rico's home, and their friends. Made me almost like cry, almost tear up. But and the episode's content was great. I don't know. I forgot what chapters this basically the story takes place in what chapters in terms of the episode. I don't know what the chapters were adapted from to this. So, but it's time. Um, the feels are almost upon us. They were kind of upon us right now, but trust me, it gets worse. It's time to finally get the feels, get the darkness. It's time. And I would give this episode, I want to say a 9. That's right, I said a 9. Sorry, a 9. I thought it was pretty enjoyable. This is an important event. So and again, like our animation was all great. So 9. I give this a 9.0 rating this time around. But trust me, I'll probably give something a 9.5 or a 10. If especially, dude, some of the I don't even want to say it, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And then finally, and I think that's all. Uh, it's cool that Nat like let him still go. It's again, I understand his reasons too. It's like he was. It's like Rico was his friend and Rig was a new friend, and it's like it's kind of sad like that they might never see each other again, and they're just kids, so that's even worse. But I don't want to say anything else. Again, I enjoyed the episode. It was great. And hopefully, no, actually, I'm not going to say hopefully. There is definitely going to be better episodes than this. I can say that for a fact. Like, Again, maybe the art and animation, I don't know if that would deter, like, drop in quality or not. Even if it does, trust me, the content in terms of story is gonna be great. Okay, and then let me end off with the channel. So I'm making new changes with the channel. You already saw the new art for the channel with the new logo, and you're gonna see, and obviously the new thumbnail that you're gonna see alongside this video. So hopefully you like those. And I'm preparing an intro as well. And I'm also preparing other projects that are gonna be interesting. And this is thanks to a resource that helped me out. Um, and this resource will definitely benefit me a lot with these videos and with other stuff as well, which it was definitely a needed resource. So get ready, because this channel is just gonna get more hype as we go along. And maybe, just maybe, I'll have some live streams as well. So get prepared, because it's time. Enjoyable episode 3 of Made in Abyss. Hope you all enjoyed it. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me what you think of the channel's changes. And hopefully I can still do daily uploads. I probably will. See you later. Bye.